Andrea. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. Today I am doing a big family home set in Brindleton Bay. It's a bit of a change. My last few houses have all been really small and set in Sulani, except for, the last couple, I don't know. But anyway, this one's different. It's big. It's got 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, although there is an office space that you could easily make into another small bedroom if you wanted a 4th bedroom, or you could make it into another bathroom. Really, you could do whatever you want with it. I put it as an office space. So my inspiration for this build was absolutely Brindleton Bay and all the houses in that area. You'll see I changed the roof shape coming up here, just to kind of fit in with that aesthetic. And I haven't built a house like this before, and I actually was inspired by a picture that I saw on Pinterest. Of course, that picture was a much smaller house, and I meant this to be a much smaller house, but that is not how it worked out. So I just kind of went with it, and I'm really excited about it. I struggled a lot to furnish the inside, and I realized it was because I was worrying too much about what everyone else was gonna think about the furnishing and all that stuff, because I don't know why. That always gets to me, worrying what people are gonna think or if they're gonna like it, when in reality, it really doesn't matter. I want people to like it. Of course I do. I wouldn't do this and film these videos if I didn't, but at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that the Sims that live in this house like it, okay? So it's not really my personal furnishing style, like what I would want in my dream house or anything, but I like how it ended up turning out, and the exterior is probably one of the favorite exteriors I've ever done. I've just been on it lately. I feel like I'm on my game more than I have been ever since I started my channel. I don't know what's come over me. My attitude has just completely changed. Actually, I do. I've been reading this book, and I've had this book for a long time, but I'm really just starting to put into practice some of the things that it talks about, and it's called You Are a Badass. Excuse my language on this channel that's supposed to be family friendly, but I don't think the ass word is that bad. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. But anyway, it's basically just about finding your passion and having the courage to go for it and beating negative self-talk and all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit of a, spiritual type of thing, kind of, but it's not religious or anything, but I don't know, whatever. But anyway, that whole book, I have the Kindle version, I have the Audible version, and I have the paperback version, and I love it. So it's definitely helped my attitude, if nothing else, and I think that's a good thing. So yeah, so let's go back to the build for a little bit. I, of course, did a ton of landscaping. I feel like all my builds lately, I have just been going crazy with the landscaping, and whether that's good or bad, I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it's kind of fun. And when I do landscaping, I basically just plop plants down. I pick a color scheme and go for it. I try to pick 1 or 2 colors at most, not including green. I feel like green is when it comes to landscaping, green is the neutral. So this one I went with the purples and the blues. And then I had the vines creeping up the side, and then those little teeny bushes with the yellow flowers are my new favorites. I love them so much because you can place them by themselves. They look really good sized up, or if you place a bunch of them together, it kind of looks like a creeping vine kind of. I don't know. That's what I think, at least. But yeah, so I cut a lot of the exterior out, and the reason is because this house went through a lot of changes, which I think is normal. That's how you learn to build, and that's how you figure out what you want to do, is just by trial and error. And if you listened to me, if I were to record myself talking, because I talk to myself when I build, all you'd hear is what if we try this? Or what if we try this? Or what if we do this with the roof? I talk out loud, and I feel like it really helps. I don't know. I think it does. And here we're just placing some plants on the porch. I put a couple chairs out there. I thought it'd be kind of nice just to sit out there, but the chairs aren't really facing the road or anything, so you'd just be sitting there facing the house and not looking at anybody. And then I did give them a pool as well. I feel like a house like this definitely needed a pool, although it's in Brindleton Bay, and I feel like Brindleton Bay would be kind of cold in the fall and in the spring and the winter, so really it's only good in the summer. And I am so excited that Island Living came with those pool floaties because I've been putting them in every single pool. They're freaking awesome. And of course I put in a swing set and monkey bars because this is a family home. There are 2 of the 3 bedrooms are kids' bedrooms, and one is a toddler bedroom and the other one could be a child or a teen. I don't think it doesn't really matter. It's kind of maybe like a preteen, I don't know, somewhere in between. And then, oh my gosh, the kitchen. I have been struggling with kitchens so bad lately. In my last video, the little country cottage, I had trouble with the kitchen. In this video, I had trouble with the kitchen. I think it went through like 3 or 4 iterations before I finally got to what I wanted. Yeah, so we're kind of moving through it quickly because I actually come back and clutter it later. I find it really, what am I trying to say? Easier if I go through and put in like the main stuff, like the counters and the fridge and the tables and the, like in the living room, put down the couches and then come back to it later. Sometimes I clutter it right away if I'm feeling so inspired, but if I'm struggling, no, then I just want to get the like main stuff in there and come back to it later. And also I'm kind of obsessed with the swatch of these chairs. Like they look so soft and comfortable. I don't know. Like, and it has that blanket over the back. Like I need to go through the catalog and start using things that I don't normally use, because those chairs are on the list and there's like a whole bunch of things. Like I need to go through the catalog and just spend like an hour doing that. Like that seems like such a weird thing to spend your time doing, but welcome to the life of a builder. But yeah, so like I said, I really struggled. I don't know. I struggled to furnish. The floor plan, I think on the first floor is a little just odd. The living area is huge and I don't know. I couldn't. And then I conglomerated that fireplace with those bookshelves, which I'm not sure if that's a fire hazard or not. I'm just going to go with it's not. Because I thought it looked cool. Although I couldn't use the TV I wanted. I had to switch it out for the other one because it was too long. So I had to switch it out, but that's okay. And then over here in this window, I put a bunch of toys. I feel like the kids who live here are maybe a little bit spoiled. This family is definitely a more well-to-do family, at least in my head. And they have a bunch of toys, and it would make sense for them to have some in the living room. And they have a bunch in their room, of course, too. And then I actually ended up really liking this master bedroom when I went through and was looking at the screenshots. At first, I was really unsure, but I ended up really liking it. There's a lot of warm brown tones, and I love the quilt on that bed. I think that is so cute. It looks homemade, like maybe grandma made it or something like that. And I love that bed so much. I think it came from Cats and Dogs, yeah. I used a lot of Cats and Dogs stuff in here, probably just because I was inspired by Brindleton Bay, which is one of my favorite places to build. And yeah, and this is the toddler's room. It is purple because I have just given up on the fact that I will always use purple in my builds, and that is that. I can get away with not using the jungle adventure things that I like, but purple, we're not even going to try. Unless I was doing I kind of want to do another modern, black and white. I might stay away from the purple then. I mean, not to say there won't be purple accents or something, but there's also a unicorn, which I feel like I love to put in toddlers' rooms as the unicorn. And then I gave him or her, I kind of assume it's a female child that lives in this room. It doesn't really matter though. I gave them a bunch of these stuffed, or they look like they're stuffed toys, and I like putting them in a pile. I think a clutter item that we really need is just a pile of stuffed animals. Or I know when I was a kid, a lot of people had those nets in the corner of their room, and they'd be full of stuffed animals. All my stuffed animals were kept in a closet. I had so many stuffed animals, and oh my gosh, I still do. I have this I don't know why I'm admitting this in public. I'm such a weirdo, but I have trouble getting rid of my stuffed animals because I get really attached to them for some reason. I have a stuffed puppy that still lives on my bed that I've had since I was in 5th grade, and that thing, if there was a tornado or a fire, I would save that thing. I would risk my life for it. But anyway, I get really attached to them, and I know they don't, because I'm 30 years old and I know better now, but like I've always just thought that stuffed animals had like feelings and that I couldn't get rid of them because they might go somewhere where someone wouldn't take care of them. And yeah, it's please don't think I'm weird. I am kind of weird. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. So anyway, we're just cluttering up the little hallway. I didn't put too much in here, just some runners and that cute little ottoman and a shelf and stuff. I don't feel like in real life that area would be too cluttered. It would be kind of cute with a bookshelf or something. And now I think we're kind of going back around and just cluttering everything up. So I added these bookshelves in the master and I added a little clutter. And I don't think I did too much more in there. It didn't really need too much more. But yeah, like I said, I really ended up liking the way that this looked. It's just very warm and inviting and cozy. And yeah, and I didn't, as far as clutter, I didn't do a ton more, but I just added some more detail. And then, oh yeah, I guess we are this little office here. I threw a chessboard in here too. It's kind of crowded, and honestly, I didn't playtest this build. I playtested my last build, but not this one, and I probably should have. But there is a chessboard in here. I am gonna guess that it might not work. I'm not sure. It might work on one side. I really don't know. The Sims is so touchy. Like, sometimes if something doesn't work, you literally just need to move it like just a hair of a fraction of a centimeter, like one way, and it'll work. Like, I don't get it. But yeah, so also I don't think I mentioned this, but I did cut out I think all but one of the bathrooms because I didn't do anything special with these bathrooms. They are just regular bathrooms. And then if I didn't mention, one of the 3 bathrooms is a half bath, and that is the one that is just off the living room. I don't really see the need of having a full bathroom downstairs if there are not bedrooms downstairs. So I just put in a little half bath. And then of course a piano, because what big house would be complete without a piano? I don't know why, but I just feel like all big houses need pianos. I don't know. That's just how my brain works. But anyway, I think we are kind of coming close to wrapping up here. I don't think there's too much left. I know we're going to clutter up the kitchen in a minute. I put another one of these ottomans just to fill up some space in the dining area. I was going to put in a bar, but I really didn't find a good place for it. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this voiceover. Let me know what you think of this build in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!